The new moon in Cancer is happening on Monday, July 17th at 2:32 p.m. Eastern Time. What do you need to know about setting your intentions with this fabulous new moon energy? Stay tuned and find out. So welcome to the channel, or welcome back as the case may be. We're going to dive in with some astrological thoughts on this new moon in Cancer, and then I'll pull some tarot cards for each of the signs. Please watch for your rising sign first and then your sun sign, and remember to always use the energies. Don't let them use you. And if you want even more exciting oracle and tarot card readings, then check out my Divination Deck Divas YouTube channel membership by hitting that join button below. So the astrology of this new moon is rather interesting. The new moon is happening at 24 degrees Cancer. This is trining Neptune in Pisces, Neptune retrograde. It is opposite Pluto retrograde in Capricorn at 29 degrees. And we also have Mercury in Leo squaring Jupiter in Taurus. So new moons are, of course, about setting intentions for the area of our chart where the new moon is activating. So anytime we have a new moon or a full moon in Cancer, it's definitely about all the feels. So what's interesting, though, as I said, we were getting support from the trine to Neptune, which is bringing out a lot of dreams, goals, and maybe some misty-eyed daydreams of, idealized visions of our lives. Mercury in Leo squaring Jupiter and Taurus could also have us thinking of rather grand plans. But then we got Pluto. It's always Pluto. We got Pluto opposite this new moon, giving us a little bit of a reality check. So I feel like there's a lot of kind of emotional tension, I think, to work through at this new moon in setting your intentions. Because on the one hand, you may feel rather, like I said, dreamy, optimistic, inspired, with the Neptune energy and the Jupiter Mercury energy. But then you may, in another moment, this is very Cancer, emotions can change, in a flash. You may be like doubting yourself. You may be feeling like things are too hard. You may be feeling like the world's against you. And this energy could also be slightly exacerbated by Mars, newly entered in Virgo, also opposite Saturn, which is kind of pushing our buttons, making us maybe perhaps focusing on, being hypercritical, focusing on details that maybe we don't need to focus on, or taking a lot of things to heart, and perhaps also fueling, the glass half empty type feeling. So the energy at this new moon is really kind of going back and forth between those two types of, energetic feelings, right? The optimism and then the pessimism. Adding to the fun of this energetic melange is the North Node on the day of this new moon and the South Node entering Aries and Libra, respectively. I will be doing a separate video on the North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra, but suffice it to say that the North Node entering Aries is triggering the new moon solar eclipse that we had April 21st at the 29th degree of Aries. And North Node in Aries is bringing us appetite for new beginnings. And of course, new moons are energetic doorways of new beginnings also. So we have that energy also with the North Node adding to this kind of energetic urgency that we want to get going with stuff. But Pluto, damn that Pluto, retrograde in the final degrees of Capricorn, where he's been since 2008, is the one who, of course, is also squaring that North Node. And he is just, again, he's giving us a little bit of a dose of reality here, saying, finish what you started before you begin something new. So when you're setting your new moon intentions, you may want to keep that in the back of your mind. Yes, look to the future, set intentions for the new things you want to manifest, but also say to yourself, what do I need to regroup on and finish up? Set an intention to, finish something up, especially in this Capricorn, in this, it could be Capricorn area of your chart, but definitely in this Cancer area of your chart. It could also just be that you need to kind of set an emotional intention that you will clean up your business, so to speak, before you start the new. All right, Aries, let's see what you need to know about setting some intentions to clean up some stuff in the 4th house of your natal chart, which is, of course, the home, family, roots, what nourishes you, and what feeds you, so that you have a clear and clean slate to embark upon the exciting adventures that will be happening with the North Node in your sign. All right, let's see. With Mars and Virgo, also right now, Aries, okay, this is a great time for you to do a really deep clean of your living space. Declutter, cleaning, taking out trash, all of the things, okay? And also really energetically cleansing your space would be really helpful right now for you. All right, what do we have? The Wheel and the Ace of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So this is about Jupiter in your 2nd house of money. All right. You have some big dreams and big ideas for manifesting wealth right now. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So you could be wrapping up a journey with your home and family situation. In preparation, again, to start something new. So, the universe is giving you a kick in the bum here with this Wheel card. It's kind of speeding up a timeline, I think, for you. Some of you are really having to make some decisions about where you're living, how you're living, who you're living with. You need to set some intentions to, deal with family finances also because of the pentacles that are showing up. But also make a decision. Are we selling the home? Are we not selling the home? If we're staying, love it or list it. If we're staying where we are, I love that show. If we're staying where we are, then we got to clean it up. We got to get our act together. Because the feng shui of where you're living, right? Again, the energy, the cleanliness, all of the things, right? It does have a lot to do with, well, not a lot, but it has its place in terms of affecting your money flow in a positive sense or possibly in a negative sense. So this is really giving you a kick in the bum, this energy to make those decisions. If you're going to stay there, then fix it up to your liking, clean it out. If you're not going to stay there, make the decision. You probably, again, have to fix things up, clean it out so that you can sell it. Some of you may be embarking upon, you're getting ready with this North Node in your sign and this Cancer, like you're going to be embarking on some big adventure, maybe of moving and travel, also relocation. This may not be happening this month, but it's something that you're setting the intention. This is what I want to manifest by January of 2025. Okay, when the North Node will exit your sign. So this is great energy. The universe is giving you opportunities here to strengthen the family finances, to make appropriate investment choices of your time, energy, and money as well with this Ace and the 10. So some of you may be deciding that, or the universe is giving you an opportunity to perhaps work from home or revamp a home office or, do something like that. So you may be setting an intention, again, wrapping up an old job and then also simultaneously starting something new at home. That's also possible here with these energies. But this is fantastic for you to really take a look at and set your intentions about your resources and your stability, your foundational stability. That's also fourth house. And also with the second house of money showing up here, of what you do need, taking stock of those resources and the ways in which you may need to initiate new things. Maybe it's a new job search. Maybe it's, again, some sort of change with your home situation. Maybe you're going to rent out rooms. I mean, whatever you're going to do, like there's something here where you're also going to maybe be starting and initializing something new to bring more money into the home in some way for your foundational stability. So, some of you too, like she's sitting on the top of this wheel, like you may be sitting on some assets as well, a home or some other type of long-term investments. Some of you may be setting intentions to make money moves, to work with those assets and figure out how they can benefit you in terms of, again, your home and your family situation. So interesting energies here, but the money is definitely in the frame. So setting the intention to really work with those facts and figures and be real with them and do what you got to do to bring in more prosperity. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know about this new moon in Cancer, which is in your third house of writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales, siblings, transportation. Let's see what we need to know for you. Taurus. Setting some intentions. We got the Capricorn and the Eight of Wands. So we got the Capricorn and the Leo and the Fool. Okay. So you may be speaking with someone who you've been attached to for a while. Now, this could be a dysfunctional attachment with the devil card showing up here. Or not, right? It can just be something a very, very long standing. The Capricorn energy is your ninth house of the big picture perspective of your life. This could also just be your own kind of habitual behavior as well that doesn't always serve you. Leo is your fourth house. And then we have the Uranus energy, which is the Fool, and that is, of course, in your first house of the self. So I feel like this energy is very, very positive. Like you're showing up in the world and you're communicating a new truth about yourself. That is the intention to set. Okay, that this Eight of Wands is helping you break out of old roles and old restrictions, old ways that people have been interacting and communicating with you, particularly perhaps people you live with or are family because of the Leo energy showing up here. So you're kind of in this, with this Fool here, like you are breaking the status quo, which probably was quite toxic. But it's not enough to do that. I mean, that's great. That's good. Okay. And Uranus has been kind of encouraging you to do that and sometimes disrupting you to do that. Okay. But, it's not just about that. It's also about communicating your new truth and new identity of being free, right? Because the Fool is the opposite of the Devil card, right? The Fool is free, footloose and fancy free. The Devil is chained to things that are not helpful. So, and in the middle, we have the Eight of Wands, which is boom, boom, boom. Let's get out of Dodge, right? With this motorcycle energy. So I feel like you're going to be setting the intention to, again, we're cleaning up this. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to clean up whatever this Devil energy represents for you, the way your life has been held back in some way. But equally, you're going to have a lot of opportunities to communicate your new freedom feeling identity, your reborn identity to the world. So, I love this. And since we have the 8 here, I would do 4 here and 4 here. Okay. So you may be having 4 conversations, or interactions or whatever, letting people know, hey, that's not who I am anymore. And then you may have 4 other interactions with a whole new set of people who are experiencing you in a whole new way. So there could be something, the conversations you're having are with people from your past who don't realize how much you've changed. They haven't seen maybe they're not privy to the inward processes you've been going through, but they may also not realize the outward processes as well. So the outward processes of, showing up 20 pounds lighter, showing up with a smile on your face, showing up clean and sober, or whatever, the situation has been for you. So massive identity shift, communicating that to people, and just, setting the intention that your communications and the way that you are showing up is from this energy, the Fool. That you're not going to allow yourself to have the past hold you back any longer. All right, Gemini, new moon in your second house of show me the money and values, of course, and self-esteem. So let's see what we got going on here for you. Gemini. All right, Geminis. We have the Two of Swords, and we have the Sun, and we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, so very nice energies here. We have, of course, the Leo energy showing up with the Sun card. Mercury is just entered Leo, third house for you of communications. Venus is going to go retrograde in that third house. And interesting, we have the Three of Pentacles showing up here also. So the Two of Swords suggests to me that perhaps over the last couple months, maybe since your birthday, you have been kind of rethinking the direction you want to go in with your money life. Manifesting money, earning money, making money, investing money. And what's going to make you also feel really good, right? It's not just about like the same old, same old. It's not just about more money. I mean, that's a driving factor, yes. But, I think also it's like, what's making you feel happy? Do you have a cordial workplace also with the Three of Coins showing up here? So some of you are, you want both things, which I don't blame you. You want the more money in your pocket and you want to feel a part of a team. Everybody gets along, like you're all working for the same goal. Nobody's like a jerk, like that type of thing. You may also be looking for some sort of recognition in the workplace also with the Sun and the Three of Pentacles showing up here. So it is time to really, if you're still in a Two of Swords moment, right, it is time to set the intention to get clear about what this needs to look like for you and what you need to do to go and get it. Okay, so, everybody's situation is different out there. If you want more recognition, if you want more travel opportunities connected with work, if you do, in fact, want to make more money, all of the above, right? There may need to be a plan in place. You may need to set the intention to make that plan happen. Decide what you want, make the plan, and go for it. The Sun is a great energy here. Leo season may be particularly important for you in reconnecting with a past colleague or a past opportunity that could be just the thing that you are looking for. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Also, Venus will be retrograde until September 4th, from July 22nd to September 4th. So there might be something percolating along those lines as well. But as we know, a lot about manifestation is to know what you want, to have that clarity, not just mentally, but also emotionally. And with the Two of Swords, it's also important to go within and acknowledge and have that conversation with ourselves and acknowledge in our heart, here's the Leo heart energy, like what is it that we really truly want, and getting that clarity and owning it and being proud of it, right? It doesn't matter what other people think of the desires you have for your money life. Who cares? It's not about them. It's about you. Okay, so this looks, very promising. And I do feel as well, like with the Sun card here, and second house again is about our self-esteem. You know, I think you're poised on the brink of taking on a new challenge and deciding to take on a new challenge that is going to make you like super proud of yourself. Cancer, it's your new moon happening. Very exciting. So it really is about setting some intentions from now, especially until December when we get your full moon. What do you want to begin? What are you going to be starting that will come to some sort of natural culmination point in December at your full moon? Okay, so what I would suggest with these energies is really looking at ways in which you're breaking old programming that could have been entrenched for a long time. You know, old programming from old relationships, old associations with that Pluto retrograding in your 7th house of other people. Neptune in your 9th house of the big picture of your life and retrograde as well. What big dream do you want to reinvest in, refocus on for your life? Something that maybe got pushed to the wayside you couldn't do before. You're going to reinvigorate it, right? North Node is going into your 10th house of career. So this could be about reinventing yourself in a career sense, which could include, for some of you, depending on your age, everybody, I have all ages watching these videos, could be retiring from one career to start a second career, right? People do that in their 40s, their 50s. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? 60s, whatever. So you could be looking at something like that. Jupiter in your 11th house of personal gains and networks, and Mercury and Venus in that 2nd house of money and self-worth. You could find that getting out there and networking more, somebody could do you a personal favor that could really help you, but you got to set the intention to get out of the house, okay, and meet and greet. So there's all these kind of, you know, depending on your personal situation, all these different ways that this energy could manifest for you. But I feel like predominantly you're cleaning up a lot of stuff. You're letting go of a lot of stuff, of old definitions of self, the way people have seen and interacted with you previously, as, you know, Pluto's gone through Capricorn since 2008. And you're redefining yourself. You're redefining yourself and, you know, really investing your energy into some sort of new goal, new dream, new direction in your life. Okay. So let's see. And of course, first house is also related to how other people see us. Yes. And also our physical body, our appearance, all of that type of thing. Now, Venus, when it's retrograde, starting July 22nd, don't make any crazy changes to your appearance right now. Not until after September 15th. Then you can, you know, think about doing all that. But not right now. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's see, Cancer. It's time to plant some seeds for this reclaimed dream of yours. King of Swords and the Judgment. And the 5 of Swords. Okay. So, by the end of your birthday season, right, we got the 20 showing up here. You need to bust through any fears that you're still having about making a decision about your future and the direction you want to go in. Okay, again, I feel these fears have their roots in the past with the Judgment here, a card associated with a Pluto. And just, we got the Swords here. So again, old programming, old voices from, you know, people of the past, so to speak, in your head. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Second guessing, you know, all of that type of thing. So making the decision in your favor and quelling those voices of anxiety and the past, you know, it is really time. I mean, with the Judgment card also, it is really time to set yourself free from the voice. I just keep getting the voices of the past. All right. Interesting too with the Judgment is, I never noticed this yet in this deck until right now. She does not have a trumpet. The Judgment card usually has some sort, it's the Angel Gabriel, usually has some sort of trumpet, like announcing, so that's interesting. So it's not so much about an external announcement that you're going to be making to the world, but an internal promise to yourself, Cancer. All right, that you are going to make a decision that is going to support the future direction of your life. And you are going to make sure you watch your mind. Interesting. This came out actually in your year ahead birthday reading, which got interrupted by the trolls that I'm still mad about it. But I don't want to give my power to those, people. But, it made me mad for you because I really wanted to do live readings for you all, but they were like a swarm of angry bees, like buzzing in the chat. And I couldn't figure out, in YouTube settings, figure out how to shut them off. And it was just too many at once. Anyway, if you go and watch part 1 of your birthday reading on the channel, you will see that there's stuff about watching your thoughts and stuff like that. So I feel like this is very interesting that this is coming up. This is like a double message here for you. There is going to be a major renaissance and rebirth that you're going to be going through, especially with the North Node at the very top of your chart in that 10th house. So, and also South Node in your the fourth house about, kind of getting out of the house. South Node, like, getting yourself unstuck from the home and getting out there. So this is a lot about your personal renaissance and rebirth. Okay, and like I said, you don't necessarily need to announce it currently to the world. There will be a time and a place for you to like debut. But right now it's about the promises you make to yourself and that you're going to keep those promises. And the voices from the past will be put in their place. Okay, so consider this, Cancer. Leo, there is a new moon happening in your 12th house of the subconscious, things kind of hidden behind the scenes, the unseen worlds. Interesting, we have Mercury now in your sign. We have Venus in your sign. She's just about to go retrograde in your sign. North Node entering your 9th house, the big picture perspective of your life. So this is just a lot of energy, I feel, especially with this new moon, about you reflecting and releasing that which no longer serves you. Facing things from your past, healing, setting an intention to heal and release. All sorts of stuff that you don't need to take with you on the next destination, the next chapter that's getting ready to open up in your life. You need to travel lightly, Leo. All right, especially North Node in that 9th house. It could be also literal travel we're talking about. Of course, I'm speaking in metaphors here, but all right, so a new moon in the 12th house is kind of like, a clean sweep of the subconscious, getting in there with the broom and the dustpan and really spending time with yourself and examining, why do I need to associate with that person anymore? Why do I need to think those thoughts? Why do I need to hold on to X, Y, Z? All of those types of things. It's not very glamorous, okay, but Venus retrograde in your sign is going to be also giving you an opportunity to redefine what is important to you, especially in terms of your goals and dreams, right? Your first house. All right, so let's see what we have. 4 of Pentacles. There's that Taurus energy and the 9 of Swords. So this is your career house. And then we got more Taurus with the wheel, the Uranus, that's also in Taurus. And then the Nine of Swords is in the middle, causing us agita and drama. Okay, so, and the Nine of Swords is fears. So the universe is going to be propelling you to new places, as we know. Uranus has been shaking up your career house because it's meant to, because you're supposed to be doing new and innovative things. North Node in Aries is also going to be bringing new opportunities for you to network, write books, associate with international clients and business and the world and travel and all of those things. It really expand your horizons. But you may be stuck in a Four of Pentacles situation, okay, which is about, I'm not budging. I'm going to hold on for dear life. I'm not moving. I shall not be moved. Okay, that's what we got. We got fixed energy. You're fixed energy. I mean, this is, but I shall not be moved because I'm too afraid. Nine of Swords. I'm afraid of making a wrong decision, upsetting the status quo. Maybe other people will be mad at me, whatever. Okay, maybe I'll be disappointed in myself. Do I have it in me? You have it in you. What I feel here, because the Four of Pentacles is showing up, which is a very foundational security type card, I feel like what we have going on here, it's not that you're really afraid. You're not afraid. You're a Leo, right? But it's more like the better the devil you know. And that's keeping you stuck. Like, this is giving me a little bit of golden handcuff vibes, like you're chained to something that is again, it could be a job situation, like paying you good money, but you're freaking miserable. This is how you go to bed every night. That's golden handcuffs, for those of you not familiar with the metaphor. Okay, so it can be, and again, it doesn't have to be job related. It could be something else. You're chained to a house you don't want to really live in anymore, but with today's mortgage rates, you're like, I don't, what am I going to do? I can't go out and buy another house. It's going to be double my payment I have now. Like, it can be things like that. Or I'm stuck in this, relationship. Yeah. Like, financially, like, it's in name only, right? Like, we're like strangers passing in the night. Like, we don't sleep together anymore. We don't, like, really even talk to one another anymore. But, it's stable. People think it's stable. The bills are paid. Okay, it could be something like that. Whatever the situation may be, the universe is trying, because also 10th house can be committed, marriage partners. Okay, so the universe is trying to help and bust you loose and break you free from something. But again, the 12th house is associated also with the Knight here, with this Nine of Swords, the fears, the subconscious things. This is a safe place, even though it may be making you miserable. But your job too, it's the same thing. I don't want to make a change because at least I know what to expect with the bozos around here. I can, at least deal with it. Yeah, I'm not happy, but all right, So it's all those types of things that we justify to ourselves. We say to ourselves, and it's a way of keeping us stuck. So a new moon in your 12th house is an opportunity for you to set an intention, Leo, to look at these things. Okay? Because the universe is on your side. The universe is trying to bring opportunities, especially, like I said, in your career and also in terms of, some sort of long-term marriage partner scenario. That's also 10th house. So please spend some time at this new moon ruminating about these things and coming up with a plan for yourself. When you take that first brave step forward, the universe will rise up and help turn the wheel in your favor. But right now, nothing's happening. You're stuck. You're sitting in that chair holding on for dear life and you ain't going nowhere. And that's not a great place to be. Venus retrograde in your sign. Again, I feel like this energy is in play actually all through your Venus retrograde as well. This is really a time for you to rethink the direction you're going in your life, how you can look to expand your horizons, set yourself free, and set yourself up for even more success that you deserve in a way that's going to make you happy. Okay, so all of these things to think about. All right, Virgos, new moon in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, dreams, networks, personal gains. Let's see what we have for you. Virgos. Oops. Virgos. Mars has just entered your sign, where he will be until the end of August. So you're super pumped and energized right now. But Mars is also opposite Saturn, retrograde in your house of other people. So I would suggest not being too hard on other people. You definitely have the cards in your favor, so to speak, with Mars in your sign. But also maybe cut some people in your world a little bit of slack if they're not totally measuring up to your expectations right now. Just saying, well, we don't condone bad behavior or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, before you're like this, just take a step back, evaluate the situation. Mars makes us feisty, right? So you just got to kind of strategically pick your battles also. Saturn going retrograde in that 7th house could bring back, especially Mars opposite Saturn, a repeated problematic discussion or fight that you have like all the time with somebody in your world. So keep that in mind. Especially too, because the new moon is happening in your 11th house of friendships, etc. So it could be something related to that you may be setting some intentions to wrap up associations and friendships where it's like Groundhog Day over and over. The same fights, same problems keep resurfacing. So you may set an intention like, enough is enough. I'm done. Okay, so could be something like that. We have the 10 of Cups. Oh, and the wheel again. Wow, this wheel's been coming up. Wow, you have 3 number 10s here. Okay, wow, look at this. We have a 10 of Cups, a wheel, and a 10 of Pentacles. So 10s are associated with groups of people. So we have a group of people like that you could be close to, like friends, family, and then we have a group of people that we could look at as work colleagues. All right, could be also family, but we'll look at it as work colleagues because it's the Pentacles. And then we have the wheel in the middle, which is the Jupiter energy. Jupiter is in Taurus, your 9th house of the big picture perspective. Where do you see yourself going in life, etc. So who's on your team? I think the thing here is to set some intentions, Virgo, to meet some new people. Okay? All right, because there may be, as I said before, certain associations. 10s can also be like we're at the end of a cycle. There may be certain associations that it's just like, again, the Saturn retrograde in the 7th house. You're rethinking them. They're just not fitting who you are and where you're going, where you see yourself going in your life. Jupiter could be bringing you the opportunity to network, meet, mingle, etc. with a whole bunch of new people. That could become, close friends, that could be colleagues, that could bring a lot of prosperity to your life. So it is time to set the intention to bring in new connections in your life. Okay? Absolutely. And if you can do that also with some sort of travel or networking in a broader sense, like, today, in today's world, obviously, right, with the internet, we have the opportunity to network with people all over the world, which I think is just so freaking amazing and fabulous. So this can also be for you, like, to, maybe you've networked or gone as far as you can go with people in your immediate circle. It is time to reach out through different ways, social media, literal travel to conferences, things like that, to take advantage of a fresh, and I'm going to take advantage meaning in a good way, to go to conferences, to travel, meet, mingle, like I was saying, all of that type of thing to bring in new connections in your life. That could, again, be good friends, bring in some sort of business prosperity as well for you. So it's time to set the intention to do that. It's about expanding your circle. And that's going to be very, very positive for you. All right, Libras, we have a new moon in your house of career and public partnerships, like a marriage. So let's see what we need to know for you. Libras, setting some intentions for new career opportunities. Let's see what we have for you. North Node getting ready to go into your 7th house of relationships. So this could also be setting the intention for some sort of new business partnership or collaboration, something like that. Yeah, we have a 3 of Pentacles and we have a 9 of Wands. Wow. And I shuffle in between each sign and the wheel again in your 8th house. All right, this is what I feel here. If you want to make some career progress, it needs to come through a collaborative effort, at least right now. Okay, I mean, it could change over time, but we have collaborative effort here. You are tired, 9 of Wands, and then we have the Jupiter energy in your 8th house of other people's money, the wheel. So right now, you may be feeling a little exhausted. Okay, like I cannot continue to try to do this all on my own. Like if you have your own business, or it could even be the type of thing where I'm trying to, I'm interviewing for jobs and I'm just like going and doing all these things and I'm exhausted, right? So there has to be a better way, in other words. So the better way is through some sort of teamwork and collaboration with the 3 of coins. So again, suggesting to me trade conferences, job fairs, bringing on a couple people who could help you with your business, like somebody to run your social media, somebody to do the Facebook ads, so you don't have to be doing all of it. Like it's that type of energy here. Other people's money is this 8th house energy. You have your best benefit with Jupiter there. Jupiter, again, bringing opportunities for collaboration, benefiting from the resources of other people. You may need to not be so stubborn, Libra, that you're going to do it all yourself. It's not that you're incapable. Of course not. All right. But, other people have stuff that could help you. So I feel like this is an important intention to be setting right now for you. It is also possible too that there's another way to look at this energy, that you could be bringing real benefit to yourself by working hard in a collaborative venture if at your current job, and there may be some sort of positive change, promotion, bonus, or something like that coming to you. I mean, it's not going to be easy. The 9 of Wands is here. Like you will be working hard at it, but you could be leading a team. Like there could be a possibility here for a management promotion, like the next level up, leading a small group of people, a team that will bring benefit to you in some sort of tangible financial way, with the wheel showing up here. So depending on your personal situation, you got to look at that. And of course, this is, number 10, and that we're talking about your 10th house. So, I think what this is saying to me is there's an adjustment that needs to be made, right, in your career zone, that is going to acknowledge the fact that you can't do it all. Now, another possibility here for some of you, depending on where you're at in the, in your life, some of you may also be making the plan, I would say, within the next 9 months, so probably by next spring, to wrap up some sort of career and maybe retire or shift careers entirely. All right, but again, this has got to be a plan. You may be like, all right, 9 more months, I can hang in there and deal with what I got to deal with. I'm going to get the plan figured out, get all my ducks in a row. Like, am I going to move after that? Am I going to start another job? Am I going to start my own business? Like, what am I doing once I decide that? How am I going to save money? Like, so some of you may also be setting an intention along those lines to figure that out for yourself. All right, Scorpios, we have a new moon in your 9th house, the big picture perspective of your life, the direction you see yourself going in. Writing, academia, travel, international business. What do we need to know for you, Scorpios? Let's see, setting an intention, temperance, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. And the Fool. Isn't this beautiful? Okay. So we have your 2nd house of money, the Sag energy showing up here. We have your 11th house, the Virgo, personal gains and networks and friendships. And then we have the Fool, brand new beginnings. So some of you are really thinking about making a change, temperance, a positive change. I would say with I think what you're doing for work, if you're going to continue working, going to have a career shift, what are you going to do? All right, with the Fool here, we have Venus retrograde happening July 22nd in your 10th house of career. So some of you're going to be rethinking your career life anyway at that time. So this new moon, I think, is just kind of, priming the pump, as it were. So I think you're thinking about, how you can be like maybe more financially independent, that you can be more autonomous with whatever it is that you are doing in the world. You may, in fact, want to be making a positive change so you can fund your dreams of travel. Some of you, again, we're talking about a new moon in your 9th house. Some of you may really want to be taking your show on the road, so to speak. You may decide that, you know what, the change I need is to find my personal paradise in the world. And it could be that I want to live the laptop lifestyle. I'm going to, get my RV, or I'm going to, I don't know, couch surf. I mean, whatever it is you're going to do. So some of you are thinking about that. Some of you are thinking about the positive change being spending more time at home because you're finally free and you're going to retire. Some of you may be thinking along those lines again, and the freedom to travel when you want, do things you want. So that, again, a conversation you're going to be having with yourself with the Venus retrograde in your 10th house also, and thinking about all of that. Some of you, again, the situation here is perhaps about your own self-employment. Okay, that maybe you're just sick of the rat race, sick of working for the man, in quotes, right? So the positive healing change would be for you to, cultivate your own skills, your own garden, and have a brand new beginning for yourself. Okay, 9th house is also internet. So particularly those of you who are interested in starting some sort of internet-based business, maybe not necessarily brick and mortar, but an internet-based business primarily, this is fabulous energy to set the intention around. So I just really feel that you're looking for a positive financial change where that gives you more freedom. I mean, that's what I'm feeling too with the 9th house. That just gives you more freedom to express yourself as well and your unique talents. And allows you to make home wherever it is you want to be. Some of you are fine where you are right now. That's fine. But others of you, there's some other place you want to be. And that's part of this issue of what you're rethinking also about your career. All right, Sagittarius, new moon in your 8th house of transformation. What do you need to know? Setting some intentions for physical, mental, emotional, financial, etc. A transformation in your life, all of the above. What do we need to know for you? Saggies. Ooh, the Hierophant. And the 7 of Cups, which is the Cancer energy. Interesting. And the 6 of Swords. Okay. All right, this is interesting. Make a decision and move on. This is the thing. I think some of you have been maybe languishing in this Seven of Cups. Like, I don't know. I'm stuck in all these different possibilities. You know, I'm in all this kind of fantasy land over here. Or I'm second guessing which is the right commitment for me. Now, we may be talking about a business commitment because this is the Taurus energy, which is your 6th house of work and well-being. We may be talking about a commitment to a certain healing regimen. We may be talking about a commitment to a financial possibility, a job choice, whatever, right? There's seven cups here. It could be 7 different things in your life. The 6 of Swords here may have something to do with a partnership, right? We have the Hierophant, marriage energy. We have the Gemini, which is your 7th house of relationships. So it could be a business or personal connection. And again, you're like confused. 7 of Cups. I'm in fog about it. I'm confused. I don't know what to do. So getting the clarity to make a decision and move on. Okay. You are ready for this change. You are ready. You just need to commit to it. All right. So this is the thing. You need to set your mind to it, make a decision and move on, like I'm saying. So this new moon in your 8th house of transformation is encouraging you to do just that, to make the commitment to yourself, to show the universe, yes, I have transformed. I got this. I am, I'm clear, I'm focused, and I'm moving on. Okay. And also I'm committed to that moving on. I'm not backtracking and going backwards and accepting less than, or still dealing with somebody who's giving me crumbs, or dealing with substandard scenarios, or dealing with somebody who's living in a fantasy land. Not necessarily you, but somebody else. Like, they just are in a denial about what you need, or, they're not listening or something like that. All right, no. Okay, so you got to get a little firm with yourself. This is what I feel with this Hierophant. You got to kind of be like, all right. Because it's really true. Like, it's the power of those decisions. And it's not even just a decision. I mean, it is, but it's deeper than that. Because we're talking also the 8th house here. It's a promise. It's a pledge. I mean, look at the Hierophant and the symbolism of the fingers and the hands. And it is a religious symbolism type energy. So it's a pledge and a commitment and a promise to yourself that you will not go back on. And when we have, and this is Taurus energy, it's like stubborn, right? It is like fixated, stubborn, like I shall not be moved. So when you make that pledge and promise to yourself, Sagittarius, that this is bona fide, the way it's going to be, I am not, like I said before, going backwards, that decision sticks. And that is what you need right now. That is what this new moon in Cancer is encouraging you to do. Is I think set the intention to make the decision that will stick and that you will not go back on, that you will be moving forward into this transformative phase of your life and getting rid of some sort of, I feel like some sort of emotional baggage. The other thing too is, with Pluto retrograding in your 2nd house of self-esteem, he's been doing a number, not just on your finances, but also on what you will and will not put up with. Right, and helping you to rebuild your sense and encourage and bolster your self-esteem. So this again is an opportunity from the universe to not be settling. Right, not be settling, and show this Pluto retrograde that you got this. All right, Capricorn, we have a new moon in your 7th house of personal relationships. And we have Pluto retrograding in your sign. We have the South Node going into your 10th house of career, North Node in your 4th house. I really feel it's time to set an intention to call in some more worthy people into your world. And to set the intention that you will finally wrap up those karmic contracts with people that, You have finished. It is finished. The lessons, the opportunities, etc. of personal growth that you've gone through, it is finished. I feel like with the energy in your 5th house of Uranus and Jupiter, and also with this North Node in the 4th house of stability, okay, and roots, there is an important new, whether business or personal connection, that's going to be coming in for you. Could just be business because of the South Node in the 10th house, bringing in a destined, some sort of, soul contract, sacred contract relationship where the two of you could build something quite excellent in the business world. Okay. But for the others of you, it could be personal. But the past has got to get wrapped up. Again, this has been a process you've been going through. As Pluto's been going through your sign, there have been relationships that have just been going by the wayside, as they should, because they do not fit you any longer. But there's one left. There's one left. Maybe two. Okay? That needs to be wrapped up. The karmic threads. And I'm going to tell you, they may not even be in your life anymore, but they're taking up your head space and still your heart space. So it's time to reset all of that energy, right? And do the final purge. And set the intention that I am ready and willing for relationships of value to come into my life. 4 of Pentacles. There's that Taurus energy. So you're still holding on to something. Sun card, 8th house. The Venus retrograde in your 8th house. I'll come back to that. And the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. All right. So we have 2 energies here of things that are kind of been entrenched and stuck. 4 coins, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, we have your 8th house of physical intimacy, deep karmic contractual type relationships, deep karma, right? With this, the Leo energy. So, those connections, that connection, there's one in particular that might have been extremely karmic in nature, was an intimate relationship, like physically intimate. You have the opportunity, I think, to put it, especially with the Venus retrograde that's coming up, starting July 22nd until September 4th. You have the possibility here to put it into its proper perspective in your life, to be thankful and grateful for whatever it was that you gleaned from that experience. Okay, and to celebrate the fact that you're strong, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, and you are attracting a more substantial, steady, and reliable connection in your life. And one also that could be, this is other people's money too, that also, like I said, in a business sense, that you could create with somebody something fantastic, also in a business sense. But what I feel here is that this is energy focused on you, this Sun card. Okay, so I feel like Pluto retrograde in your sign, this full moon, it's a lot about also the relationship you're having with yourself, and the way you're putting your past, the 8th house, into perspective. And let's face it, with a Venus retrograde in the 8th house, somebody could become crawling out of the woodwork. It's very possible. And again, it's the way you're going to handle that situation that's going to make you feel proud of yourself. Okay, because you know, this is not about going back to somebody. You're beyond that. But the universe often gives us a final test before it brings somebody new in. Okay? You're solid, you're stable, you want things of value and worth. This is also the 5th house of romance. Same thing. This is your energy, also the Taurus energy. So very, very interesting here. I feel like you're holding yourself in very high esteem and high regard, as you should. And that's not always easy for Capricorn. I think, as ruled by Saturn, there is part of the Capricornian journey of, at some point in your life, the Capricornian journey is about really embracing your value, and feeling strong and proud about who you are. So very interesting energies here. But I do feel, again, it's something for some of you that is, you're still holding on to the past in some way. And I feel by the end of this Venus retrograde in Leo, that will be released and you'll be moving on. You'll be moving on without it. But I think it's really important to emphasize to feel proud of yourself for the journey that you have been on. It has not been easy. As we get ready to wrap up this transit. And I also feel that some of you could be getting some sort, again, this is not really you setting intentions, but I think some of you may be getting a beautiful message of how much you mean to somebody. That they love your presence in their life, that you are somebody that they really value. And you mean a lot to them. You bring sunshine into their lives. So I think that for some of you, you could be on the receiving end of that energy. This may be even something that comes out with a connection, again, from your past, not maybe romantic, maybe something else, with that Venus retrograde also. Capricorn is often the one who got away. Okay, so you could be on the receiving end of that type of message as well. Doesn't mean you have to respond to it, okay? But this is a lot about you feeling good in your bones. All right, and honoring your sense of self. All right, Aquarius, a new moon happening in your 6th house of work and well-being. Let's see what you need to know about setting some intentions to use that energy in those areas of your life. Aquarius. Ariel's thinking about things. You thinking about things? We have the moon and the star. Wow. And the 3 of Cups. Gorgeous. All right, so we have your energy showing up here. We have the moon, which can be, yes, about emotional situations. The moon card for me is associated also with Cancer. So it's time to bring your true feelings out of hiding, I think. It's time to attend to your emotional well-being. Okay, so again, new moon, 6th house, well-being. We have healing energy with the star card. 3 of Cups is a joyous celebration. It's a very creative energy. It's an emotional energy, of course. So I think perhaps with this moon card here, there's just been this cycle of, feeling maybe disconnected from other people, feeling like kind of cut off in the dark, like just dealing too much with your own stuff. And sometimes we got to go through that. I mean, and you've had Pluto in your 12th. Pluto's backtracking in that 12th house of the subconscious for you again. So I feel like you're kind of tired of dealing with some emotional stuff. You've been dealing with it. You've had to process through it. It's fine, okay? But you're also in need of joy in your life, connection, okay? So, instead of staying in the deep, dark waters of dealing with your stuff, and that seems to be a preoccupation, right? Use this energy to set the intention that at least over the next 3 months, with the 3 of Cups here, that you will seek out joy, you will seek out companions to do things with. You will go to a museum. You will go listen to music in the park. You will do things that nurture you emotionally and get you out of constantly focusing on. This is what Pluto does when he transits our 12th house. He brings up so much junk for us to heal and process through. But there's only so much of that you can take before it's like, like you're just tired of it all. So you need the healing waters of refreshment, emotional refreshment, and not just always the healing waters of dealing with churning emotions. and processing through your past and trauma things. So things need to be balanced. Okay, so strongly suggest that. Some of you, if you have been kind of in, this is like dark night of the soul, I'm feeling. If you've been in a dark night of the soul also about your work life, if you feel like you're just dealing with toxic energies and it's like you just keep waiting for the energy to change, right? It's also up to you to set the intention to bring that change about yourself as well. It's always about using the energies. So I feel like this may be predictive in nature. Again, maybe in the sense that over the next 3 months, there could be a very positive change for you with your work life, provided that you have the emotional clarity over what you really want from your work life. Some of you, there needs to be some sort of healing in regards to what you're doing for work. In other words, you may need to admit to yourself, I need a change, right? I need more supportive colleagues, or I need to do something that is more creative. I need to do something that's more freeing of my time. That's more me also, because your energy is showing up here. Some of you too need to set an intention. If you are already having you already have your own business, you may need to get some clarity around the types of clients you want to work with, the types of services you want to offer that are more in alignment with your joy. Okay. So again, it's always about using these particular energies. But I feel like you're turning a corner with something important that has been a little shadowy for you with your work or well-being. And I think this is very positive for you overall. All right, Pisces, new moon in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, pleasure, risk-taking, the house of the entrepreneur. All right, let's see what we have for you, Pisces. Setting your intentions. Pisces, 9 of Pentacles. There's your 7th house of relationships. Ooh, and the Lovers. Ooh. Oh my goodness. And the 6 of Cups. Oh, wow. I'm getting chills down my legs. Okay, wow. So look at this. Ooh. All right, I'm going to read this a couple different ways, but I'm going to read it first in terms of romance and relationships. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles is being single. Okay, Lovers is lovers, and 6 of Cups is also lovers, being in a soulmate type relationship. So for those of you who are really wanting to improve your romantic life, it is time to set your intention that you're leaving your single life behind. You're going to go out there and you're going to mix, mingle, do your thing, and call in a love relationship. Okay. And it seems like it's going to be significant. Like you're ready also. Saturn retrograde in your sign is having you rethink your priorities. And some Pisces people are really like, I want a decent, committed, beautiful, gorgeous relationship. Lovers. Okay. So some of you, and one that's worthy. This is the other thing with the 9 of Pentacles. One that is worthy of you. Not where you're doing all the work, but somebody who is, walking side by side with you. Okay, not somebody who's walking, you're walking behind them. No. Side by side. Okay, so some of you, that's what's going on. Interesting, we have Mars right now in your 7th house of relationships. So there could be a very interesting connection being energized in your life between now and the end of August. Now, yes, Venus is retrograde starting July 22nd until September 4th. Now, it doesn't mean we can't meet anybody. But what it does mean is it could be calling back, a karmic relationship from your past in terms of some sort of, if you believe this, again, whatever you believe, a past life connection, a sacred contract. It could literally call back a relationship from your past that this time can move forward. That's possible. But what I would say to this energy is there is no rush, right? If you meet somebody with the Venus retrograde, it doesn't mean that it's doom and gloom and it can't, be something or develop into something significant. It just means you take it slow. That's all it means. You take it slow. You really get to know exactly what this connection is like. And is it really worthy of you? And by Virgo season, you will know, which is when Venus gets out of retrograde. Okay, so that's for some of you. For others of you, what this is saying to me is fifth house is also your creative energies. So thank you, Ariel. It could be time to also really commit yourself to some sort of creative project that is very much worthy of you with this Nine of Pentacles showing up, and something that, that you just love to tend your garden about, that maybe you've been nurturing that creative talent for quite a while. Maybe you want to actually monetize it now. So there may be something here where you're just so passionate about whatever this thing is with the Lovers here that you want to spread the joy to the world also with this Six of Cups, and get it out there in some sort of tangible product, because of course you see he's giving the flowers to the kid. So it's like you're giving your creative talents and, your products, your services, whatever, out, into the world. So there could be that type of thing going on for you as well. The Gemini energy suggests writing, teaching, speaking, all of those types of things. We also have the Six of Cups here, another six energy of Gemini. So it is time to also set the intention to really up your game when it comes to nurturing your creativity, your creative talents, the things that you just feel so, that you feel very passionate about. It could have something to do with something about because the Gemini here, and because of this Nine of Coins, it could have something to do with home-related talents also. All right, Gemini is your fourth house, Pisces. So it could be something to do with gardening, with or writing about gardening, teaching about gardening, essential oils, flowers. We have flowers in this card. This is a homey energy, also the Six of Cups. So it can be about something beautifying your home. Again, Lovers, like things that handicrafts, things that you make that make the home beautiful and pleasant. It could be, again, growing veggies. I mean, whatever it is, apply the energies to your life. So whatever you're pouring your beautiful, creative, heartfelt energy into, it's time. I just feel like it's time to get it out there more into the world. So set your intentions, whichever way this applies to you. Gorgeous cards that came out here for you, Pisces. So thank you so much for joining me for your new moon in Cancer tarot and astrology energies reading. Ariel and I were very happy to pull some cards for you, and I hope you found the reading valuable. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you plan on using these energies. I would love to hear. I'll be back again soon with some new videos on the North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra. So stay tuned for that. And tea leaf readings are coming soon to the channel. Again, I am waiting for something that I ordered, which I hope is going to help me film them a little bit better. So they're coming. They're coming. I know I have some fans of the tea leaf readings here. I love them. I think they're really fun. So those are coming. And again, if you want even more readings, do consider joining my membership, Divination Deck Divas. I would love to see you on the other side in that membership. All right. Love you guys. Take care. See you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out.